Mm. Hey everybody, I'm live. Everybody out there at YouTube. Hey YouTube, let the notifications go out. Hopefully, yeah. I know everybody who haven't voted should be out voting. Welcome to the room. Please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up on your way in. That'll be the only time this will be the only time you hear me ask that. Uh, hey, it's me. So y'all, we here. We're here. This is the day everybody been waiting for. This is the one. So hey, we here. Uh, if you've already voted, good. If you haven't voted, what are you waiting on? It's it's like it's like the calm before the storm. Um, I got on my ride a little shirt. Hell, I paid for it. I'm not finna let it sit up here and not use it. Shit. Thanks for those thumbs up. But yeah, it's here, y'all. It's here. We've been waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting for it. And now it's here, family. And I don't know about y'all, but to say I am anxious would be a welcome everybody would be an understatement. Are you going to finish up? Okay, here's the thing, Sparkle. I am, but let me tell you a story about that. So I went to do part 2. I don't know if you were in the chat that day. YouTube cut it off and struck my page, and I couldn't go live from my page for 2 weeks because they said it violated their terms of conduct, community conduct. So I think what I'm going to have to do, see, because I was trying to switch it up. I was going to show some parts, discuss it, show some parts, discuss it. And so I think I'm just going to have to do it like I did the first one and just give my take on it. But yeah, that's coming. That's going to be coming. That should be coming in a couple of weeks. As a matter of fact, let me write that down right now, and I'll try to do that next week. Hey, Demeter. But yeah, they struck my channel for it, and I'm like, okay, I did part 1 with no problem. Okay, but yeah, today is here. To say I am anxious would be an understatement. I've been having, and I'm just gonna be real because I don't. That's all I know how to do. Because I've been like that since I've been on here. Oh, my little cup, the cup with all the names of the people that I'm gonna get to that. I'm hoping with the turnout and everything that we see a change of power. I'm hoping that by 2:15 a.m., 12 hours from now, that we would be going to make history 2 ways. The largest count between to elect that ever been and for the first time in the history of this country, we have a blue wave. I mean, House, Senate, and White House, and we make history for the first time in this country electing a black vice president. I came on here last week, and like I said, 3 generations of my family went out and voted last week, and we went blue. It's Democrat all the way down the line. We went blue all the way down the line, every last one of us. And people, I was looking at my Facebook memories, and it's this thing. On election day, just like when driving, if you want to go forward, you choose D. If you want to go backwards, you go R. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But honestly, I have had knots in my stomach coming up to this day. There's been insomnia. I haven't been able to sleep thinking about this shit, because when I say vote or die, it's literally vote. This election is gonna. Yeah, okay. Hey, Janice. And the thing about it, this time 4 years ago, I've never felt this much anxiety. Not even when Obama ran the first time, because I knew I was like, okay, and because people showed up and voted, even the second time, And 4 years ago, I didn't have any anxiety, because I did not think that this country would be dumb enough to elect Mango Unchained. So I'm like, man, because even when the results started coming in around like 8, 9 o'clock, my thing was, okay, we still got to wait for the West Coast votes to come in. And I'm like, I'm not believing this. And then they was trying to talk about Hillary, talking about why she couldn't come and give her speech that night, had on the phone. And then it was this thing, oh, she was around there, she was upset, she was throwing shit. Hell, me too, because I couldn't believe that this country was this stupid and this dumb. But then I had to remember, I don't know how many of y'all out there watch Real Time with Bill Maher. Bill Maher had been saying for years that this country is dumb as hell. And lo and behold, we proved it 4 years ago. I don't know why my camera keep on focusing like that. You better. We proved it 4 years ago. I am scared. I am scared, because here's the thing. Never in my lifetime have I heard of businesses boarding up their windows bracing themselves for the way an election gonna go. Because here's the thing, if this man get reelected, it's gonna be unrest in these streets. I really do believe. I really do believe folks gonna flip their shit. See, because then I would have to stand by, especially the ones that went out and voted, and they know they voted blue, and this orange thing managed to get reelected. My argument to people who said they vote don't count, I'm not going to be able to argue with it no more. Because that's why a lot of people are not voting, because they voted, and what has it got them? And see, my thing is this, they voted and been let down. Well, my thing is this, that and excuse my language, but that nigga you laid up with every night, let you down, but you still lay up with him. Or that woman you've been laying up with, then let you down on more than one occasion, but you still lay up with him. That job didn't give you that raise or that off day you wanted, but you still go in there faithfully 5 days a week. Same thing. So while I will be upset, hey, Auntie Donna, if by some chance this man managed to get reelected, will it stop me from voting? Hell no. Because I'm not a quitter. But yeah, y'all, and the election, the anxiety is real. It is real. When I said, like, was it night before last? It was one night I wasn't able to fall asleep till like almost 7 o'clock in the morning because I'm like, oh my God, because I'm thinking of how this country is going to react, all the things that are at stake, and see, and then you got, and I folks in the black community, and I can't believe that they don't see this. All of a sudden, you see Mango Unchained with Lil Wayne gremlin looking ass, the Serb King himself. You know, you got him, 50, Ice Cube at first, but folks done kicked Ice Cube in his ass so much that he backpedaling and pussy popping like a motherfucker. You know, all these folks that's in the up of 1%, that if Biden gets elected, y'all gonna have to pay y'all fair share just like the rest of us. So they thinking about their pockets. That's why they supporting him. You know, and I'm like, And damn, I should have used StreamYard because I wanted to share some. But I'm sharing it tonight because I will be having an election night watch night party. You know how some churches on New Year's, churches on New Year's Eve, they have a watch night party. That's what this is going to be. And that will be on StreamYard. That way, if anybody want to come up and talk, and I can share little clips and stuff of that I've seen. And one of them that I'm going to share is Malcolm X. Okay, thank you. No other community when they refer to their leaders, do they bring up singers, athletes, actresses, actors, and shit like that. Only in the black community do they do that. And call them leaders. And when I first saw that, I was like, you know what? So see, they thought they were silencing Brother Malcolm, but he's still talking over 50 years after his death from the grave. He's still speaking. Welcome everybody that's coming in. And I am anxious, y'all. I'm not lying. I am not lying. I mean, it got so bad last night at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was up making me a margarita to try to go to sleep. That's how anxious I am about this because I know how this is going to affect. They have told you, it has people came out and said, if Trump get reelected and he keeps on the same path that he going, by 2023, Social Security is going to be no more. It's going to be gutted. And that's will be fucked up because if you've ever looked on your paycheck and saw that Social Security check, everybody that's worked has paid into Social Security. A lot of seniors, that's their retirement plan. I paid into this, so now I'm retired. Give me what I worked for. But in 3 years, if this man gets reelected, it's going to be drained, gutted, non-existent, no more. And people are all right with that. You know, I said it before. I got people that I'm related to by blood that had the audacity to come come out their mouth and say, other than him being a racist and the pandemic, why shouldn't I vote for Trump? Oh, I said his name. I'm melting. I'm melting. Oh, I said that name. Okay. See, I said the name, so now you can't, Heaven, you can't hold it against me. Why shouldn't I vote for him? I looked at him. And I'm like, say it again. Beside him being a racist and the pandemic, why shouldn't I vote for him? You just said you answered your own question, fool. Oh, y'all. Well, I'm happy I got this ring light and everything. It be hot. So I'm finna get up and go turn on this little fan that I got over here. Ooh, all my chins. But fuck it. So y'all gonna see all my wide back and everything. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I am just because I don't and pray that by Kamala win and I know, right? I mean, and it's not that I'm scared of his ass. I don't see, because here's the thing. The fudge. Here's the thing. It ain't like he done lied and kept secret what he is. He done showed you what he is and how he is. He done told you what he believe, what he gonna do, and how he gonna do it. My thing is, it is people still out there voting. And for it to be as close as it is. See, because here's my thing. I understand what these, what these newscasters and casters and everything be saying when they be doing the polls and the this poll and the that poll. But my thing is this. They said the same shit 4 years ago. And here we are. And sometimes I wish they would just sit down and shut the fuck up. I'm just going to excuse my language. But, yeah, I wish they would just sit down and shut the hell up, because when they released them numbers, case in point, here in Georgia, a couple of weeks ago, according to the polls, Joe Biden had almost a 10 percentage point lead on Mango Unchained. They kept day after day after day after day coming out saying that. As of yesterday, it done flipped, and Mango Unchained has like 48%. It's like a 1 point difference with Mango Unchained being in the lead. I'm like, y'all need to learn to shut up. Oh my God. Oh my three living gods. And I am really, really, really anxious. I mean, I feel like I'm under a tornado warning, and they said one's been spotted three houses down from you. That's how I feel. It's like I'm sitting in my basement, hunkered down, pillows and blankets and shit over my non-perishable food, just in case I be stuck down here for 5 days, waiting for it to go awry. Because it is if I didn't learn nothing else from 4 years ago, I've learned really not to assume nothing. Because like I said, 4 years ago, I was like, folks was like, he gonna win. I'm like, y'all crazy hell. There ain't nobody gonna vote for that fool. Only to wake up the next day from what I swore was a nightmare and be like, damn. Now, on the flip side of that, them Lost Boys or or Beach Boys or whatever the fuck their name is, it said goes the way that most of the majority of the country is saying they want it to go. And we got to worry about them Lost Boys, like I said, Lost Boys, Beach Boys, whatever they call this up. If you go on my community page, it's gonna have to stroll down because it's a picture. Don't try it. And that ain't everything. Don't try it. But in all actuality, that's what we're gonna have to deal with, worry about is, let's say, like I said, the whole country goes blue. Everything, executive and legislative goes blue. His supporters and showed you they ain't stable with a damn. I mean, they tried to run a bus off the road over the weekend. I don't know if y'all saw that, but yeah. And he had no problem with it. As a matter of fact, he encouraged it. Y'all, I don't know. I just don't know. So it's like you almost a double-edged sword, because if he wins, it's gonna be chaos. If he loses, it's gonna be chaos. I'm gonna tell you, and I've experienced that a little bit. I never forget, after the election in 2008, when Obama got elected, I was taking my mother to work. We was on the expressway. Well, it was I think a lane closed or somebody caused traffic to bag up. Now, my pet peeve is this: if they tell you, and usually there's a sign that says, lane closure 2 miles ahead, 1 mile ahead, half a mile ahead. Well, we got those that still choose to either ride their lane and cut in front of you at the last moment, or they gonna go upside that emergency lane. So I'm taking my mom to work. It's this white boy. He's in this big ass truck that sit about 100 feet up off the ground. And I'm riding, and he gets mad because I didn't stop and let him over, and then gonna have another scream out the window, fucking Obama supporter. And I said it before I know. I was like, well, we won, bitch. So what that make you? And that's what we're gonna have to worry about. His folks are gonna come out they bad. Now, to my fellow Biden Harris supporters out there, we have got to show them that we are the adults. With that being said, yes, be upset. Yes, be like I am. Like I said, because I just don't know. But do not, I repeat, if you're within the sound of my voice, if you're watching the replay, if it's been shared on another platform and you are watching, do not go out here and tear shit up just because shit didn't go the way we wanted it. If it come down to that, don't do that. Let's show them that we better than that. I'm just saying. Although tonight, depending on how this goes, I'm gonna be honest with you. If he gets reelected, I'm gonna be madder than the Baptist in the brothel. And I'll probably be saying some stuff. But I won't go out here and tear up the local Walmart or tear up the CVS or the Walgreens or the Kroger. Hell, I have to go grocery shopping. Now, I went out there and tore it up, and now what? Because like I said, On the East Coast, polls close. It'll be 7 close at 7, 6 Central, 8 o'clock West Coast time. I mean 10 o'clock West Coast time. So by 10 o'clock, I would say by 11:30 we should know which way this is going. See, because you got all those people that voted early, so you don't really have to wait that long because the votes are already there. They just got to wait. Some states they start counting them, as soon as you do them. Some they can't start it till after polls close. And here's the kicker. Now, he was trying to get that if the absentee ballots aren't there on election day, by the time the polls close, if they come in afterwards, they don't get counted. Well, the rule was if it was postmarked by election day and it came in, it would get counted. Now, let me tell you my theory that I got on this. If it show that Biden and Harris the one, he don't want to count them other ballots that's gonna come in. Now, as of right now, yesterday he didn't want them counted. They done went, and the Supreme Court had to say, "Oh yes, if they are postmarked, they will be counted." Because he didn't want right now. He don't want them counted. But let his ass be losing, and watch how fast that switch up. This is why I really hope that by no later than midnight, because I think it takes 270 to win. I hope Biden have like 470. For real. I need like 340 to 2. Something like that. It's gonna have to be a big, how he said, huge, really big, huge. Biden gonna have to win bigly. So it can't be no way that even after those votes come in, it got to be decisive. It can't be no and God, please don't let Biden get the Electoral College, but 45 win the popular vote. Please don't let it be like that, because then he will tie this thing up for 3 years. But yeah, if I was to sit up here and try to say I ain't got anxiety, but I'll be lying about. I am so nervous right now. I am so nervous right now because over 200,000 people would still be alive if we had done the right thing in 2016. Over 200,000 people would still be alive if on January 28th we had a leader that believed in science. Because you got to remember, this same motherfucker that said, "Oh, by Easter, this thing is going to be a miracle. It's going to go away. It's going to be gone." This is the same man that stood up, and I don't give a damn what he said, in a press conference talking about injecting bleach and putting lights in folks' asses. And folks injecting Lysol to kill it, and it should be a way that I was being sarcastic. That one, for one, that one the time to be sarcastic, and for two, you're damn lie, you meant it. And I don't know why, but I rewatched the vice presidential debate last night. And if Pence didn't sound like a Stepford vice president up there, and then what I don't get is the women that came out and voted for him. On election night, what was that? What is that boy name? He's an actor. He was in, he's been in a number of movies. What is his name? I'm seeing him right now. Look, because he was in Stump Yard. Brian White tweeted, and I copied it and posted it on my thing. that a bunch of college educated white women got together and kept a college educated white woman from becoming president because they voted for Mango Unchained. So see, we would like to think, and the running joke is that, you know, all his supporters are backwoods, you know, meth mouth people, Caucasian people with no education. No, you had college educated white women and some blacks that supported him. I mean, we got that Candace Owens girl running around here like Michigan J. Frog for this mug. We got to yeah, we got to do something. I just hope. I don't want to, but that's the only way I know how to say it. I don't trust the American voter. I don't. Because they shown that they're not reliable. They don't think, you know, oh, he says everything I want to say. Motherfucker, this is for the president. He ain't Bernie Mac. You know, this mug that had to pay our porn stars. He talking about grabbing women by the pussy. And like I said, if Obama had been caught saying pussycat, he wouldn't have got elected. The stuff this man has done and said and was still able to get elected is proof positive that this shit was about race. See, because never in nobody's lifetime did they think that they would witness a black family moving into that White House that by the way, black people built. But hey, and when they saw that black family move into that White House for those 8 years, it like something in their mind snapped. And Mango Unchained, being the con artist that he is, because come on now, how do you bankrupt a casino? Everything this man has done has been bankrupt. I mean, you are $400 million in debt, boom. But yeah, the casino bankrupt, the vodka bankrupt, the states bankrupt, the university fraud bankrupt. He's just a common con man. But like Eddie Griffin said, his thing is he went out into those rural areas and that's what, and I fought Hillary because she didn't think she had to go to certain states because in her mind, she just knew that this country was smarter than it. But see, just like he doing now, he going to all these rural backwoods and telling these folks, you're going to be better than nigger. And that's what he's like, President said we're going to be better than nigger. We're going to be better than that. Ed Griffin going to be better than that jigger nigger. We're going to be better than that diddy nigger. Broke white folks, can I ask you a question? Are you better than nigger? Yeah. And like I said, the prime example was after he got elected and they was talking to this Caucasian gentleman. And they were like, you know, why did you vote for him? Well, he's gonna get rid of that Obamacare. And the man basically was like, well, do you have your own health insurance? And the man was like, yeah. He was like, what do you have? He said, I have ACA. The reporter said, that's the same thing. The Republicans called Obamacare as an insult. That man face went white as this piece of paper, and he was a white man. I mean, he went, yeah. That's why I do not like the term Obamacare because I watched this rally that President Obama was at, and he called it Obamacare, and I cringed. I'm like, don't. And I know what he called himself doing. He called himself, just like the word nigger, he called himself taking what they meant as an insult and turning it into a positive. But here's my thing. It's still certain people, just like it's certain people that can't get away with saying the word nigger around me. I don't care if they referring to me. I don't. It's just certain people, white people, that cannot get away with saying the word nigger around me. And I don't need none of you white folks that just cause y'all dicking down a black person or and got some, mixed babies think that it's all right to do it. No. I really don't care for it when black people are it. But and my Latino people, I don't care what Carlos Mencia told y'all. You don't get a pass on that word neither. See, because in the past 10, 15 years, I noticed a lot of Latinx and people had started using that word because that, I don't know if y'all remember the comedian Carlos Mencia. He was real popular like in the early to mid 2000, and that what his thing was. If he in the car, if him and two other black, and saying you should have picked up on it. If he's in the car with two black people and the police be like, holler out, niggers, get out the car, they gonna be expecting 3 people. So it ain't like he gonna be able to say, hey, he talking to you, not me. No, Holmes. No. So I don't like it when they say it. But you get, but honestly, you do have some Caucasian people that think just because they're in a relationship married to them procreated with a black person that gives them their nigger card. No, it do not. Because I be willing to bet more money on it that when y'all get in a heated argument with your significant other, that pops, that's the first thing that pop in your head. But now you've been playing this role so long that you don't see race and race don't want that you can't come out and call them nigga, although you probably want to. That's why I'm not really a fan of people that come over here and play in our face and I'm this and black and that and black and this and that. But unless they tell you, you can't tell it. So I'm sure when they get pulled over on the side of the road at night, they turn that white part on. I like this cup. I love coffee mugs. I love them. I love coffee cups. This is my All Lives Matter. Not All Lives. Yeah. Not All Lives Matter. I take that back. But the Black Lives Matter with the fists and the names of all the people that's been murdered by the police. And speaking of, I'm gonna beat my niece's ass because ain't nobody did this for her. And speaking of murder by the police, you see up there in Louisville that one of the police officers that got shot when they bust up into Miss Taylor's apartment, and her boyfriend was protecting their home, and they shot and he shot and hit one of them. He trying to sue the boyfriend. This is Mango Unchained's America, where you have an attorney general that didn't even come to find out from the people on grand jury, didn't even present any evidence. any information about this young lady being killed. So that's why there were no charges. Why? Because he's married to Mitch McConnell's granddaughter or somebody in Mitch McConnell's family. But I'm like, y'all better wake up. But yeah, y'all, getting back to this election, I know I went over the ribbon through the woods with this, but all this ties in with the election. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous as hell. Because this election is really gonna determine the way this country go, but not just our generation, but the next ones to come for real, because he has stacked this Supreme Court. That a lot of rights that we have, thank you, it's going to be lost. First thing they're gonna go against is the Affordable Care Act. That's the first thing they're gonna try to take away. But they have nothing to replace it. Then next thing is gonna be Roe v. Wade. They've been had a hard on for that for years. Now, in all honesty, why I understood why she didn't do it, I think she should have, because Obama did go to Ruth Bader Ginsburg and be like, look, you need to retire so we can get a replacement for you, because A, B, C, and D, and she refused. She thought she was going to live, long enough to where we got another president, but unfortunately she didn't, and you see what they did. And they used the same tactic that the Democrats used to push through the Affordable Care Act. So now we got this Stepford wife on the Supreme Court. So yeah, in order for us to keep something, we do need Biden and Harris to get in that White House. We need both houses to go blue. They need to nominate 2 more justices, because, and I didn't even know this, that there's no law that said that there can only be 9 justices on the Supreme Court. Basically the idea is you just got to have an odd number. So yes, we need the White House to go blue, both houses to go blue, and then we need to get 2 justices up there on that Supreme Court. Now, the only thing what happened was something came up about the ruling on the absentee ballots went to them, and she recused herself on that. But we know this hoe ain't gonna recuse herself when it come to overturn ACA, and she sure the hell ain't gonna recuse herself if Roe v. Wade ever get brought before them. And I'm sorry, a woman should have a right to choose. I'm so sorry. I believe in right. I'm pro-choice. Because what get me is these pro-lifers that's pro-guns, pro-death penalty. I don't get. So we're gonna protect the fetus, but once it gets here and becomes a human, I was finna say adult, but once it gets here and once it's born, it can be in school and get shot up and get killed in school. It's all right if it's in church praying and a maniac come in there and kill it. If it do anything wrong that's punishable by death, whether we got enough evidence or not, we can, let us kill it. That makes no sense. I'm like, you pro-life, but you pro-death penalty. Okay, well, you can't be pro-not life. Just say you anti-woman right to choose. Because that's basically what it is. But yeah, the election day anxiety is real, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but with me, see, because I actually think about others. Because yeah, while if this orange fucker get in here another 4 years, me and my family will be okay. There are others out there that depend on the very services that these people are trying to overturn. And my thing is this: if they lose them, desperate people do desperate things. And where you think they're gonna go to try to take by force from? Who you think they're gonna do? They ain't gonna go up there to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, because it's probably gonna be so locked down. Bunker Boy, if he get elected, Bunker Boy is probably gonna spend all 4 years in that bunker. So who gonna be left out there? Think, people. You have to think. Yes, just because you're blessed enough to be, you was able to get your education, get you a job, your job got a 401k. Although nowadays, depending on this shit, I don't even want to think about my 401k. Ooh, my. This time last year, my 401k was looking like Pavarotti. You look at my 401k today, it looked like JJ from Good Times. That's why all this white. My hair wasn't this gray before this orange fucker got in here. The mom. Did you see what he's done to the White House? Talking about putting that security gate around it. He gets ahead and talks all this shit. And see, this is what I be wanting people to understand. He could get out here and talk all this shit, and that son of a bitch there will beat there. Motherfucker, you got Secret Service, and you in that White House, and you got that security gate around there, and Bunker Boy. You can go under there. Everybody else, just like I've tried to tell them with these rappers that be out here talking all this yin yang, and these black folks, these kids and stuff, you trying to follow them, they asses got bodyguards. You don't. Right. It was wide open. Hell, when Obama was president, it was open, and people actually wanted to see him because Obama was a human. He act human. He didn't act like no orange-haired orangutan running around here. Like, that was back when we had adults in the White House. Now we have this child, this man-child, this bitch baby. This analytic tween-age orange fuck in the White House that'll do anything not to lose his boyfriend Putin. And then, wait a minute, peep game. Did y'all hear the tapes in 2018 when the first hoe, the first male or the bride, when Mrs. Orange-haired orangutan was talking about fuck Christmas, she didn't feel like being bothered. Why she got to do it? Only for this motherfucker to come back 2 years later and be like, if I don't get arrested, Christmas is canceled and this, that. What? But that folks, but that side don't see nothing wrong with it. This man sole purpose was to undo everything that President Obama done. But guess what, boo? When they run down the list of presidents, you will always be behind. Obama will always be ahead, on top of your ass. See, because here's my thing. I could not be Joe Biden because me, once I won, first thing we're gonna do, we finna add 2 more justices on to this thing. My first pick would be President Obama, because y'all got to remember, he's a lawyer. He taught law at Harvard Law School, which is one of the most prestigious law schools in America, in the world. And he taught law there. So if he's able to teach law, if he was able to teach law at Harvard, that means he know a little shit. And I'm not sure. I know Michelle was a lawyer too. That would be, I would be so petty. I would put both of them. I would nominate both of them. Or I can't remember. Hillary was a lawyer or not. Even the businesses have boarded up their windows because they don't know what foolishness is going to take place. Yeah, it is sad, DJ Cat. Hillary is a lawyer. See, them would be my 2 nominees. Especially if everything under me is blue, we finna put Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton on the Supreme Court. That would be me. See, that's why I can't run. See, because now here's my thing. I'm finna borrow a joke from D.L. Hughley. Now, the black person in me is appalled by everything that he do. But the nigga in me is intrigued. I'm like, how he keep getting away with it? How you fire the person that investigating you? I mean, how you? I'm intrigued. How does he keep getting away with it? I'm just saying. Everybody know that. The Mama Ranch. Yeah, we all know that. We all know that. We all know that. Just like Laura was the brains behind W. Mama Bush was the behind Bush 1. Nancy was the brains behind Ronnie. Rod. It's always like that. I think the first, but these 2 right here that we got now, that combo we got now, I don't see a brain nowhere new. I don't see a brain nowhere. And to my evangelical friends who got the nerve to say that a man who don't know 2 Timothy, 2 Corinthians, that is when 2 Corinthians, 2 Timothys, who's been married 3 times, have cheated on each one of his wives, had to pay off a prostitute, they've been caught saying some of the most outlandish things, but y'all bagging him. That he's a Christian moral values. I don't know about Nancy, Mama Bush, or Laura. I can't support that. Laura Bush was educated, but politics wasn't her ministry. She was an educator. Oh, well, I mean, I just, and seeing this stuff like that, when he says and stuff like that, that got me anxious, y'all. I'm just gonna come on here and tell you, I'm real anxious about tonight. But like I said, it'll probably be around 9 o'clock. I'm gonna come on here with an election night watch night party, because this is, and it's so many different people doing so many different things. I think Bill Maher's gonna be on with something. I think Stephen Colbert is gonna be on with something. So we might watch a little of that. We definitely gonna be tracking the results, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be using, I don't know, it's gonna be between ABC, CNN, because I want I'm definitely won't be using Fox. And as much as I like MSNBC, although it would be entertaining as hell, I just want y'all, I just don't know. Those 3 weren't like Hillary and Michelle. They ran. related programs, but not machines like Hillary and Michelle. One of those has been as classes. Okay. I mean, even with that, y'all remember when y'all hold on for a minute. Okay. Y'all remember when Michelle Obama did her portrait and everybody was all up in arms. So she had on this dress. I mean, Michelle Obama is a shapely, she has a good shape, so she can afford to. It wasn't nothing wrong with it. It was, oh, they lost their mind because she showed her arms. Well, here go this porn star, the first porn star. Oh, she's so hot. Oh, she's so sexy. She's so hot. If y'all don't get the hell out of here with this double talking, I mean, seriously. And see, guys, 2020 started off, I mean, from January all the way down. I mean, because let's see, January 1st, you had David Stern. Then a couple of weeks later, you had Kobe Bryant. Then we come fast forward to in January from there to March. Then we had the pandemic. And then folks just started dropping. I mean, bam, bam, folks. Then fast forward to August, Lord, Black Panther gone. Jesus, be a shield. And just when you didn't think that you come over the weekend, 007 gone. I'm like, Lord Jesus. 2020 has been a motherfucker. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm not, Lord. I'm not saying that I'm ready to go. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying 2020 has been big much. But y'all, I've been on here almost an hour. I didn't think I was gonna be on here this long because I just could not think of the words. I want to thank everybody for coming over. I want to thank my moderators. Thank y'all for them thumbs up. Like I say, I'm gonna be over here tonight watching the results. I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna say by 9 o'clock. Just hit that, keep those notifications on. I will be using the StreamYard. I had to remember because, like, you got Streamlabs and StreamYard. I would be using the StreamYard. That way I can bring y'all, share with y'all different things and we can watch the results come in together. So with that being said, y'all get out there. If you haven't already voted, if you're here on the East Coast, you got 2 hours and 51 minutes. Take that back. 3 hours and 51 minutes to get in line. Remember, if you are in line when the polls close, they still have to let you vote. So with that being said, y'all have a good day. And I will see y'all later on this evening. Bye.